What's up, summoners? King Blair here. Today, for Top 5 Tuesday, we're going to be talking about the top 5 Husbandos in Epic 7. And it's going to be include a little bit of lore as to why they made it to the place they ranked it, and some other factors that we'll discuss in a second. But if you like the video and want to see more content like this, make sure you like, subscribe, and join the Discord, especially if you want to have a talk with me if one of your husbandos didn't make the list. And also consider becoming a member of the channel and supporting me financially. To do that, click the join button below and you'll get some nice perks for the Discord, as well as whenever I stream, like today, later on today, you'll be able to have your name show up better and be able to use some of the emojis. But without further ado, let's just start getting right into it. So to rate a husbando, we have 3 characteristics that I use to see where they would rank. Number 1, personality. Personality is the most important thing that you want in your partner, and this is going to be applied to all the different rankings on this list. The other thing for number 2 is going to be career aspects. Are they going to be able to support you financially? Do they have what it takes to be a hardworking individual? This really is an important aspect because you don't want to be with someone who's just going to be bumming around. So you want to make sure that you have someone with good career options. And lastly, for the number 3, of course, their looks. How do they look compared to other characters in Epic 7? By using that criteria, let's start getting right into the list, starting with the number 5. At the number 5, we got none other than the royal captain of the Husbandos Guard, Tywin. So Tywin, we just recently saw him in the storyline. How does he rank in all the characteristics? In terms of career aspects, he is a royal knight. He is one of the highest ranking positions that you can have as a knight. He's extremely hardworking, so you know he's going to be making that dough. You know he's going to be making that money for you and working hard. As far as the looks, you know this dude is super fit. Probably has 6-pack abs. Look at him. To be Royal Guard, you know he has to be in tip-top shape to be able to fight the enemies. So definitely looking really, really good right there. Looking amazing in the look aspect. The part that he's not as strong as the other 5 is going to be in the personality aspect. He's a little bit more on the strict side, but he does it because he cares. So if you're someone that likes to be with someone strict, he'd be great for you. But for me personally, I want someone who's a little bit loose, who can have more fun and tell some good jokes. Unlike Tywin, who is very rule-oriented, as we see when he wants Neil to come back to the kingdom. So Tywin makes it to the number 5. Very, very good looking husbando. Now onto the number 4. We have no other than the main character of episode 2, Violet. So where does Violet rank? In terms of career prospect, he is one of the aces of the Perlin Raiders. His name is going to be known across the land. He is one of the best swordsmen out there, and he comes from a royal family. While he may have lost his royal status in the past, all his achievements will definitely make up for it, bringing his family name to tip-top shape, which means he's going to be making that good money, and you're going to be living in that nice mansion that you deserve. As far as looks, this guy looks amazing. You know he's a player just by the way he looks. He's got the little hair crossing over. He's not afraid to be fashionable. He's got the nice fashion going on. Again, also extremely fit. Definitely has those 6-pack abs because he is one of the aces. He has to be fit to be able to do everything that he does for Perlin. So again, nice fashion and very, very solid look aspect to him. And then lastly, as far as personality, this is where he ranks in 4th. He's extremely funny and caring as we see his interactions with Luluca. Definitely very wholesome once he's tied down. Is a little bit of a player, but deep down, he will commit to you once you are with him. And he's got a great sense of humor. A little bit on the narcissistic side. So he's a little bit narcissistic, which is why he ranks a little bit lower on the list because of that narcissistic personality. But everything else is amazing. Looks great. It's a very, very top tier husbando. Now onto the number 3. At the number 3, we have none other than the doctor himself, Ray. So we got Dr. Ray. So where does he rank? Career aspects, this was probably the one with one of the most prestigious titles. He comes from a very, very well-known family. The family is known across everywhere. One of the best doctor families out there. As far as profession, since he's also a doctor, he is going to be making big bucks. Probably some of the biggest bucks out there. And unlike the other two, his job does not require him to actually go to the front lines. So he will also be able to be home a lot more unless he has to go around in the battlefield, but he'll be safe. You don't have to worry and stay up late worrying about when your boo is going to be coming back to the house. As far as looks, come on, this guy screams hot guy. If you saw this dude walking around in real life, you would have to catch your breath for a second because he would just take it away from you. Look at him. Sense of style, not the best, but looking okay. The nice little hair combed in, hard working. You know he cares about the people. Not as good looking as some of the other two we saw, but he makes up for it in the personality. As a doctor, he's extremely caring in the personality aspect. He really cares for everyone he is with, his patients, and everyone else. He seems to really care and care about people, which means that he will definitely treat you like the person you are and deserve. So he'll definitely treat you right. The only thing that makes him not be higher on this list, even though he has amazing job aspects, looks great with a little like kind-hearted look in his eyes, and also has a very nice personality, is that he's a little bit oblivious and very focused in his work. If he decides to settle down with you, I know he'll definitely treat you right, but for right now, his career and helping others seems to be a priority, which is why he doesn't make it a little bit higher on this list. But again, another top tier husbando. Now on to the number 2. Now we're getting to the real deal. These are some people that like, oh, it's just too much. They're too great. And at the number 2, we're going to have none other than Krau. I know, Krau won the competition for the community as top 1 husbando. By using my criteria, he actually ranks number 2. And I know, before you get your pitchforks out, hear me out. As far as career prospects, this guy is a very well-known knight and right now is leading the reconstruction in Terranor. After everything that happened with the Terranor royal family, he's the one that's kind of putting law back into place. Very well-known knight, very, very famous across the kingdom. So you know he's gonna be making money. But as mentioned before with the 4 and 5, he does have a line of work that is actually going to put him in danger a lot. While he is extremely skilled, he may have something happen to him on the battlefield, so you do have to consider that for the job aspect, and that's the only negative that he has. As far as the positives, let's look at the looks. I mean, come on, look at this guy. This guy is a soldier. This guy really knows what's going on. This guy, 6-pack abs, 6-pack muscles, just everything super duper ripped. The hairstyle, you know this dude cares about his fashion, and the armor, the way he carries himself is just, oh, you can't help but swoon a little bit when you see him. As far as his personality, he's probably got one of the best personalities out of everyone on this list. When we see him interacting with Aether, he treats him like his own kid. He protects him very, very well. When we see him with his subordinates, with Rickers, he helps Rickers all the time, going out of his way to try to help him out. So again, extremely caring individual that definitely has father potential. You know you gotta look for that in someone. He's also a little bit less uptight. Unlike the other ones, he doesn't really have a lot of personality flaws. He likes to kick back. He works hard when he needs to work hard, but he knows how to kick back, have some fun, drink some wine as we saw in the Esran party, and he will always do his job when it matters. So someone you can kick back, have a beer with, just chill, just very cool guy. Definitely top tier husbando. So who could be better than Krau? He's caring, romantic, committed, and very good. Well, at the number 1, we actually are going to have Basar. So I know, before you get your pitchforks out again and are like, Basar, where did this guy come from? What are you talking about? So, as far as the career aspects, Basar is the merchant leader. He has a guild of merchants, so he's making big bank. We're talking like Kardashian rich bank. This guy is making top dollar. All these other knights, nah, he's paying these knights to work for him. So in terms of money aspect, this dude is got it all. And the other thing, unlike everyone else on this list, for the career aspect, he does not actually have to go to the battlefield. He does not have to put his life in danger. It's something that's you don't have to worry about him. You know he's gonna be fine because he's just chilling at home with you watching some Netflix. As far as looks, this is probably the only part. He doesn't look as good as the other ones, but there's something about those eyes that just captivates you. Those blue and red eyes, when he looks deep into your eyes with his deep voice, you know that he means business. So while he may not have the six-pack abs, he's got that nice comfy dad bod that you know you can snuggle against, and it's not gonna be like hard rock solid. It's actually gonna be like a nice little snuggle. As far as personality, Basar has one of the best personality. He is extremely funny. He's gonna be making you laugh all the time. He's also extremely romantic. We see him when he pursues Nonori. While he was a player back in the day, he really is committed to one person and will give everything to them. His empire, everything he'll share with them. He'll treat the person like a queen. So definitely personality-wise, very, very good. And then also, he has 2 adopted daughters, showing that he has extreme father potential. He took care of Rin and basically adopted Silk. He really does take care of Silk a lot, almost like a father. So we know this dude is definitely daddy material, and that's why he is the #1 husbando. He just has the best across the board, and while he may not have the sharpest looks is not all that matters in a person, so that's why he ranks the #1. But that is all I have for you guys today. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.